Looks like we have a lot of people logging on. We greatly appreciate you taking the time. Hopefully you're enjoying a delicious lunch while you get to listen to us talk for a little bit. We're also going to keep this really concise, and you'll have an opportunity to ask questions at the end. But first, we'll start with introductions. I'm Leslie Prideaux. I serve as the Director of Alumni Relations for UNI.
I'm Jeff Keene. I'm the Director of Annual Giving.
And I'm Sarah Parsons. I'm the Director of Advancement Communications.
And again, if you have questions, go ahead and use the Q&A function on your screen, and all those questions will compile, and at the end we'll answer them. So again, thank you so much for joining us. We want to take a moment just to talk about what Live Purple Give Gold is and why you should be so excited to support it. So Live Purple Give Gold is one day where the entire UNI community comes together to support and highlight the impact that UNI has on the state, the country, and the whole world. So thank you for being a huge part of it. This is a critical day in success for UNI, and our ambassadors are probably the most important critical component to the day. We will start on Wednesday, April 3rd at midnight, and we'll end at 11:59 that evening. So the goal for the program is really focused on participation. Last year we had 1,050 people participate, and this year we're going to crush that and have 1,200 people participate. So hopefully we can get there with all of your help. There is a minimum gift that we can accept online, which is $5. And if you're in the area and you'd like to bring in a check or cash to 121 Commons, that's totally fine. And that can be in any amount. Again, some of you might not feel comfortable or have friends who are not comfortable entering credit card information online, and that's completely fine. They can actually write checks to us and send it to 121 Commons, Cedar Falls, Iowa 50614, and have that labeled to UNI Foundation. And in the memo of the check, they just have to put Live Purple Give Gold, and we can count that for the day. Okay, so the next step is, what do you actually have to do for the ambassador role? The ambassador role is where you are going to be encouraging all those in your circle of influence to promote and support UNI. Again, it starts on April 3rd, but we'd like you to start right away. And we've already had a few ambassadors posting about receiving their very cool vintage pennant. We sent those out last week. You should have received yours. If not, it should be coming to your house soon. And my colleague Sarah will go through and explain all the ins and outs of that. Some of you also might not be on social media. That's okay. We just ask people to do the promotion in any way that they can. So that can be via email. We've even had ambassadors go door to door asking people to participate in the day, and then hand delivering checks. So any way you can get the word out there is greatly appreciated. But Sarah's actually going to go through and give you the best practices for social media.
Yes. Okay, so where will you find us on April 3rd? You will find the UNI Foundation on Facebook at facebook.com/give2UNI, and on Twitter at twitter.com /give2UNI. Oh, go back. We will be using the hashtag #LivePurpleGiveGold. You should too. We will actually have a live feed on the Day of Giving website, which is dayofgiving.uni.edu. We'll have a live feed of all the social media posts that are happening that day, not just what the foundation or alumni association is posting, but what you all are posting out there. So but that only pulls through if you use the hashtag. The other caveat that we are asking people to do, I know privacy is a big issue on social media. Please make these posts public if you're willing to do so. That allows the technology to go out and grab. Leslie posted on her Facebook page, and we'll be able to see that and pull through, and it just adds to all the messaging that day and all the fun. You can start seeing, really getting a feel for the energy that Panther Nation brings together. If you are on campus, you will also have access to a Snapchat filter on April 3rd. And you will also find other social media sites that are other UNI sites across the day they'll be all over every channel of social media, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, if they're on YouTube, or if they're on Snapchat. Wherever you are, you'll find something about Live Purple Give Gold, and we encourage you to post there. What we're asking you to do, both on and before April 3rd, is to like the comments we're posting on the UNI Foundation social media sites. Share and retweet those. The wonderful Facebook algorithms that you always hear about, those are heavily determined by how many people are liking and sharing or commenting on our posts. So when we see us post something, please comment. That's really what's going to drive that to somebody else's news feed and help us get in front of other people as well. Feel free to tag your friends. If your roommate hasn't seen it yet, she's not going to know about the Day of Giving. So go ahead and tag her on the post. And if you are sharing these posts, remember to use the hashtag #LivePurpleGiveGold. So what does that look like? For you as a social media ambassador, be you. This doesn't have to be anything fancy. I went out and stole a few posts from last year. So Ms. Bailey Andrews here just said, thank you donors for living #LivePurpleGiveGold. Without you, I wouldn't have the opportunity to attend this amazing university. And she also tagged the College of Ed. But we're asking you to share your own UNI memories. Share your UNI spirit. Do you have a great basement that's full of all sorts of Panther memorabilia? Maybe that's something you highlight on the day. Share why UNI is important to you. And again, please make your posts public. And use the hashtag #LivePurpleGiveGold. You'll get sick of me saying that. And again, just a few more ideas for you. You know, these are the things that are fun to see on the Day of Giving. This is really what shows the Panther spirit. So maybe it is a picture from your wedding if you were fortunate enough to have TC and TK at your wedding. Or I love Norman here. Norman's judging you if you haven't given yet to the Day of Giving. But just make it fun. Maybe it's a picture of you and your roommate in your time as a student. Maybe it's a photo from your college graduation, or you and your kids or grandkids all dressed up in your Panther gear. And these don't have to be perfect posts. 2 years ago, I attempted the perfect post with my 2 darling children all dressed in Panther gear, and one was in tears and the other's just kind of shrugging, saying, oh. So keep it real. That's what's fun. But keep posting throughout the day and just have fun with it.
And for the final part of this training, I want to talk just a little bit about the resources that we've made available for you, just to try to make it easier to be an ambassador and participate in the day. So we have set up a Google Drive folder that has a lot of resources for you to use. The link will be emailed out tomorrow. And there's a lot of things in that folder. So for kind of the final part here, I just want to go over the things that are available to you. The first thing you'll find is the position description, which Leslie mostly talked about earlier. Live Purple, Give Gold, and kind of the bullets underneath each of those that we're asking you to do. And then there's also a document in there with social media and email examples. Sarah went through some best practices already today, but we have kind of a long list of things that you might share on Twitter or Facebook, and even some sample language if you'd like to email some of your friends to discuss the day with them. So those are 2 of the things you'll find there. You will also eventually find the promotional videos that we're creating posted there. We are creating 3 videos to promote the day, and they'll be released on 3 days. Today, March 12th, that should be going in about 5 minutes, I believe, on March 27th and on April 2nd. And the first one is President Nook kind of commissioning TC to get the word out about the Day of Giving. The second one is TC getting the word out about the Day of Giving running across campus. And the final one is informative. We included the dates of those in this training because of all the posts that we need you to share. These are 3 of the most important. We put quite a bit of work and resources into creating these videos, and we know that they usually create a pretty good buzz about the day. And they're pretty funny again this year. So if you'd please help us by sharing those, that would be great. The videos will be posted to the Google Drive as well. So if you want to create your own post with it a little bit later, or you have trouble finding ours, they're there for you to use. The next thing you'll find is all kinds of graphics. They're specifically sized for Facebook, Twitter, so you'll have banners, profile pictures, everything you would possibly need. Some of them are really generic, like today is the day of giving, or just a Live Purple Give Gold picture. Others are more specific, after you made your gift, an I gave gold image. And then others even have to do with challenges. So we'll talk more about challenges as we approach the day, but there are challenges for each college. There's challenges for faculty, staff, for a bunch of different groups, club cities. So if you're a really dedicated College of Business alum and you really want to push the College of Business Challenge, there will be graphics there for you to use. And we also have a folder of memes. So one thing that we always like to say about Live Purple Give Gold is that this is a day for us to really have some fun. A lot of times our messaging from the university, from the foundation, is a little bit more serious. So this is a day that we really like to relax and enjoy each other's company with all the experiences that we've made at UNI. So you see some examples that we created last year. We have some examples loaded in this year as well. But the best memes are the ones that you create yourself, because maybe they have something to do with your UNI experience. So we encourage you to look at those and use those, or to create your own. And finally, I think we do have some questions.
Yes. So the first question we have: can I still recommend my friends to be an ambassador? Yes. Please go ahead and send them. We'll be able to communicate with them, and they can promote the day. Even if they're not an official ambassador, even the day of, if you think of somebody, like Sarah said, tag them. They can still participate. And if we know their names, we can ask them next year. Also, we had a question about when do you get your pennant and how do you use it? Great question. We sent out the pennants last week. Most people have received them. If you have not, and say it gets to Friday and you still haven't seen it, go ahead and shoot me an email. My email is on the screen right now, and we'll make sure to get one to you.
The next question had to do with giving. What can people support on the day? You can support any designation that you would like on the day. Through the website, we have a lot of our most common designations, such as the annual fund and different dean's funds. The Alumni Association Engagement Fund are easily clickable. But there's also another box. So if there's something you're passionate about at UNI that you want to support, you'll be able to do it.
We had a question here. Is it okay to ask people to give to a specific fund? Yes. If you are passionate about something, like Jeff said, certainly go ahead, raise money for that. Encourage people to donate. If if you and your friends were members of the Panther Marching Band and you all want to give back to the marching band, encourage the people that were in the band with you to do so and be part of the day.
Like we said at the start, the goal of this day is participation. We're not so much concerned about, this fund lands here and this fund lands there, as we are with just the whole UNI community coming together and making an impact across campus. So give to what you're passionate about, encourage your friends to give to what they're passionate about.
Excellent.
Okay, and I'm going to jump ahead here with a pop quiz. If you guys want to head to Facebook, it should be launching right now. We just dropped the first teaser video for the Day of Giving. The first person to comment on the post gets a $25 gift card to the UNI bookstore. The first person to share this post using the hashtag LivePurpleGiveGold gets a $25 gift card to the UNI bookstore. But the post has to be public so we can see it. Otherwise, we don't know what happens. So that is the caveat to the second one. But we have staff on it right now watching our Facebook page, and
Kristen Moser. Kristen, way to go.
Good job.
Way to be on the ball, my friend.
And we should be getting a second winner here probably in just a second as well. But please, even if you're not the winner, go ahead, comment on the video, retweet it or reshare it. We will put it on Twitter in a second here, so you can retweet it in a minute. But go ahead, share that with your friends, tag anybody you know who should be part of the Day of Giving, and really encourage them to kind of start to build that excitement.
And just a few things too as we close. This isn't the extent of our communication with you as a group of ambassadors. I believe we have at least 3 more emails scheduled to kind of make you aware when there are things that are really important to share. So when we're dropping a new video, we'll send you an email that has some more resources like what we've given you today. And we'll also, always direct you to do something at the time of that email. But in the meantime, if you have other questions, our contact information is here, and you can reach out to any of us, anyone on our team, and we're glad to help out. we really just want to stress how important the ambassadors are to the day and how much we appreciate you taking the time to help.
Thank you so much for spending your lunch hour with us. We really appreciate the time that you're going to put to this and your time today. Thank you, and go Panthers.